Hi, I'm Catherine Bird, and I am a Chinese energetic medicine practitioner and Qigong instructor. And I train and mentor healers and other kinds of practitioners, spiritual practitioners, coaches, therapists, etc. And I want to talk about why you need Qigong as a practitioner. Now, for myself personally, the reason that I practice and teach Qigong is because I find it to be a necessary tool and modality. And when I was first starting out, when I was going through my awakening was really intense. And I was very open. I was very connecting to energies and spirits, and I didn't have a lot of control. And my first teacher that I went to work with, she was a sacred dance and movement practitioner, but she also had a lot of training in Tai Chi and Qigong. And so she was teaching me these practices that were stabilizing me. So learning how to ground, to effectively move energy, to open up to divine source light energy, to be able to move it through my system and to intelligently do so, and to be able to handle higher and higher currents of energy moving through my body without being burnt out. And so this really, honestly, it saved my life. I became stable and grounded and able to do my work and able to communicate about my work, to understand what was happening, and to be able to move in and out of channel space more easily, and to understand my healing gifts and abilities and use them in the right way, to be in integrity. Really, I think that the study of this is an act of integrity as a practitioner. And then as I started going along, and I would have clients that would come, and there are certain things that we just see over and over again: exhaustion, overwhelm, stress, immune system issues, health crises, all of these things that people want support from a practitioner. It's really good to be able to go and see a practitioner and to see a practitioner regularly. But if you don't have any daily practice, if you don't have anything that's supporting you energetically to be able to move the energy in your body and to address specific organ function issues, stagnations in your body, etc., then it takes longer to heal. When you start to do your own practices, you heal faster. So as a practitioner, when you have those practices to offer people, your people heal faster. And they're then empowered in their work. They're empowered in their healing. They're empowered in what they're doing. It's not just, oh, I'm going to see a practitioner for them to heal me. It's, I am actively healing myself and seeing myself as a healed being and coming from that perspective of empowered activity in this process. So I think that is such a powerful part of learning these practices as a practitioner. As a practitioner, it's also really important to work on yourself, to work on the stagnations of energy and emotions in your body so that you're not resonating with other people's emotions and energy that they're projecting or they're repressing. When we are more clear and clean in this way through the energy practices in Qigong, then we're less likely to be triggered by the person when they come up with something that maybe we've experienced in our own lives and we've lived through, or we're less likely to feel as intensely the sensations inside of our body because it's not mixing up with our own repressions and stagnations. It is something that is separate. And we start to have this better sensational feeling and understanding of this is mine and that is yours. And this is something that I see practitioners struggle with so much, is like, oh, well, I'm feeling so much and I'm not sure whether what I'm feeling is mine or theirs and what to do with it. And am I even safe to do my work? You are more safe to do your work when you are doing your own practices of clearing, grounding, sourcing energy, moving it through your body in a way that is fortifying you, fortifying your energy bodies, making you more radiant and robust in your system, so that no matter what people show up with, you're not immediately taking it on. You're learning how to more effectively work energy outside of you so that you're not trying to process everything inside of your body and take everything on from your clients. When you're not taking on other people's energy because you have effective practices, then you are less fatigued. You're less thinking about your clients all the time. You have more energy and vitality on a regular basis, and you're able to see that you can do deeper work. You can do work that maybe you were afraid to do before. You can take on more clients. You can see more people and be like, yeah, I'm fine. I'm okay. There's more resiliency in every area of your life. Oh, yeah, I can watch the news and I'm okay. I'm not that affected. Or I know that I can communicate with my partner. I'm doing my own practices for myself, so I'm not trying to process all of my energy and all of my emotions with someone else that I'm in conversation with. I'm actually taking that to my practice and working on myself, working on the things that make me triggered in my relationships. And so I become a better partner, a better friend. And when you're doing your own practices, you're also becoming healthier. You're becoming more vibrant and healthy within yourself, within your body, and you're able to withstand more stress and be more resilient in the world in general. And we really need more resilient people. And a lot of times when people go through their awakening and they open up a lot in the upper realms, what happens is, even though they might be getting a lot of psychic information and maybe this information about being a healer and being on this path, the stability and the structure in the lower centers of the body and the lack of ability to source energy from the earth means that they're not grounded enough to do the sacred work that they were brought here to do, that they chose to come here to do this work. And now they can't do that work because their system isn't stable and sustainable. So I'm highly encouraging everybody to take up a Qigong practice. Find a local studio, or if you want to come and study with me, I have Qigong offerings. I have short little bite-sized taster offerings, and I also have larger let's really study and learn as much as you can about working in the 5 elements and doing medical Qigong and learning the tools, practices, understanding about elemental theory, working with sound practices, and working with specific movement practices that will help you to clear and fortify yourself, your field, your health, your body, your life. So I hope that you'll consider it and understand that a lot of times the things that you think that you're struggling with, you don't have to struggle with.